So a lot of our viewers, a lot of you are talking about this. Workers removed one of the country's largest Confederate statues today. This 21-foot statue of Robert E. Lee towered over the main boulevard in Richmond, Virginia since 1890. Now, the debate over removing Confederate monuments really heated up following the death of George Floyd last year. And DBL Nation, we always want to hear what you think. In your opinion, should the statue have been removed? Yes or no? Go to dblvote.com, weigh in. What do you think, Al?
I mean, a lot of people, you know, we hear this, it goes both ways. It's like, look, he was an insurrectionist. He fought against our country. They tried to secede from the Union. He killed a lot of Americans. He should not be celebrated in this way. Other people say you're erasing history, but I've often found that the people that use the whole erasing history argument are also against critical race theory, which is about trying to teach history. So it's this weird thing where we kind of want to teach history when it's advantageous to our point, but when we want to start talking about how we got to this point in 2021, we go, let's literally not teach slavery in school. So it's a weird dynamic, Tori, to say the least.
Yeah, it is really weird. I just like to say that, like, when I went and visited Germany, in Berlin and Munich, which was weird for me because as a Jew, I was kind of super nervous, to be honest.
That's honest.
I'll be honest. My mom was like kind of weirded out. They have 0 statues of anything to do with Hitler or Nazis. They've made that a rule. But let me tell you something. Those Germans know about World War II and what happened. It is taught in their class because they realize Berlin school children didn't know. So you can teach history by not elevating someone on a pedestal, on a horse, who didn't become a traitor to our nation. That's how I feel.
Well, and I think that's the key word, elevation.
Right.
We have to remember why these statues were put into place and when they were put into place. It was an intimidation tactic. Yes. It was about basically a PR revamp for the Civil War and why it was fought to begin with.
Right.
They wanted to take the slavery out of it because people started to understand that the slavery was just icky to people.
Bad for business.
But I really want to take this moment to highlight someone. Her name is Ziana Bryant. Ziana was 15 when she started the petition to remove Robert E. Lee statue in her hometown of Charlottesville. Now, she is passing the mic today to Race Capital, who is actually putting boots on the ground and doing amazing work in the initiative, and she wanted to give that amplification to the natives. But I think it's very important because often, and I've had a couple times to speak with Ziana, and the interesting thing is, while she was only 15 when she started this petition, she was essentially outed. Her full name was given by a news source without her knowledge, and she was very much harassed for a long period of time.
Couldn't imagine.
And she is so dynamic. I follow her on social media because she is doing really great things, and your name will not be erased from this story, Ziana, and we celebrate you as well as Race Capital and all of the people who are putting in so much effort in order to make a more progressive society.
And let me just, really powerful, I'm glad that you brought her up. I want to just bring in some comments really quickly. From the Mike variant, interesting name, on Twitter, Richmond still has 1 in 4 living in poverty. Glad their woke virtual signaling politicians have their priorities straight there. And then Oxford's Not Brogues said no one is erasing history. Robert E. Lee will be long remembered without a statue. All right, and it looks like 63% of you say no. Should the Robert E. Lee statue have been taken down? You say no. Wow.